hive cluster is under attack.
Live for the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be a 4v4 fastest map ever sent to me by Toy Cop. He calls it Phil's Pain Train. So, let's go ahead and figure out what that is. Top left, we've got a blue Terran player, the enemy Mandrake 08. His teammate bottom right, an orange Protoss player, 09019-556. And rounding off team enemy is another Protoss player. He is pink. It is Hide in Foot. Our heroes today is starting off with Phil, our green Zerg player, Toy Cop, a white Protoss player, and Gallons, a red Protoss player. So, Toy Cop likes to play a lot of fastest map and 1v1. He is very, very excellent at it. And he played a game and came into the Discord server and said, "Ugh, I am so drained by the game I just played." And Gallons was there as well in the Discord server and said, "You need to send it to Falcon." And another user of the Discord server perked up and Pesmage said, "I am a tier 3 patron at patreon.com/Falcon Paladin, which means I can send any replay to Falcon once a month, and he will cast it, no questions asked." So he used that tier's privilege, and here we are, casting Toy Cop's replay. So, oh no! 2 kills from this Protoss probe. Alright, so again, this is Pain Train. Gah. That is the start of the Pain Train, I feel like, for Phil. Probe killing 2 drones. Yeesh. Alright, so hatchery, spawning pool, into creep colony. Very, very good. Yep, this gateway opening here from all of our Protoss players. Oh, hang on a second. 1 gate into an expansion. Wow, forge into cannons, then into an expansion. Is 019556, huh? So he's not going to be aggressive. Yeah, see, look, Gallons 3 gate. 3 gate here from Toy Cop. 3 gate here from Hide in Foot. Early Zealots are so very, very good in fastest map. What? Cannons? What are cannons attacking? I don't know, but a Zealot wanders in. Kills a drone. My gosh, Phil. Oh, almost gets another drone, but no. Sunken getting some work done. This probe here from Gallons getting some work done too. Good job, Gallons, coming in to help your guy out, setting some Zealots up to defend. And then Toy Cop sending his Zealots out here too. 3 minutes. This is called fastest map for a reason. Already at 37 supply at 3 minutes. That's what this is all about. So, okay, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Come back. We're gonna fight. Ah, take this, Hide in Foot. You're outnumbered horribly. Bust it out. Bust it out. Get out of there. Get out of there, friends. Yeah, he's gonna try to pull back to his cannons, which he's defending with. Every good Protoss player will have cannons for defense and gateways for offense. And then if you move out for the attack, and if there's too much, you pull back to your cannons and say, "Bring it." And then Gallons just kind of throws away one Zealot here. The other one, no! The other one dies too. Unfortunate. Unfortunate, unnecessary death there for sure. So who do you want to go after? Honestly, the Terran, he's got a really nice wall off here though, doesn't he? Bunkers behind, supply depot wall. I think Zealots could bust through this. Is everyone going to go? Yeah! Everyone was on Discord during this call too. So if you want to join the Discord server, you're a fastest map fan, you want to play with people who are also Falcon fans, feel free to join the Discord server. I'll put a link to the invite in the description here. And you can all hang out with people like Toy Cop and Gallons and Phil. And Phoenix 4, if you watch the Sunday stream on Sunday, a newcomer to the Sunday stream and a submitter of replays for Phoenix. Likes to play too, so that's fun. Oh, there are so many Zealots out. Yeah, I don't know about coming out here Hide in Foot. Oof, are we going? This a go time? walling off Phil a little bit, trying to keep this dude alive. He threw up some Sunkens. He doesn't really have an army of any kind, but that's okay. Gallons and Toy Copper ready to rock. Let's go. I don't know. This is a lot of cannons. More cannons are coming in. I don't know if this attack is a great idea. There's a lot of Zealots in here from Hidenfoot, too. Where's 019? 019556 is just not helping. Yeah, again, this dude went for a little bit of a more defensive opening. Didn't quite have the Zealot count, but it doesn't matter. Right, the cannons are getting work done. The defensive Zealots of Hidenfoot are getting work done. And that attack fizzles right as 019556 shows up. That is the thing with team games sometimes, is you're like, so you need help? Okay, you're on your way. And then by the time you get there, they're safe, and it's like, oh, well, okay. You should do that, though. You should definitely go help out your teammates. Need a Hydra Den at some point here, or a Spire. Something, Phil. I appreciate you going kind of, okay, Evolution Chambered something. Hydra Den. Hydra Den. Get up to Lurkers. That'd be really good against these enemy Zealots. Yeah, this is a super Protoss heavy play. What's our Terran doing? Terran, he's meching because that's what you do in fastest map. You don't have to. You can get away with opening like Marine Fire Bat Medic for the first part of the game, at least, you know, right until splash damage starts showing up. But until then, it's pretty strong. Uh-oh. Big attack from Hidenfoot and 019556 coming into Phil's Pain Train Part 3 here. Out of position a little bit here as Toy Cop and Gallons. He's got a Dragoon in the comp now. That's nice. All right. Sunkens, go. Lings, go. Oh, they turned around. They turned around. Ah, they're fighting fellow Protoss. The Civil War has broken out. Toy Cop's at 84 supply. He has so much. Ah, Phil helping to defend his own homeland right now. I like it. Little Ling help. Never gonna be refused in a situation like that. Like, go home, you know. So double Evo chamber. Oh, is he doing? He might be doing the patented Phil mass crackling strategy, which he does on the Sunday stream. If you're not watching the Sunday stream, we do some UMS stuff for the second half of it, like the second 3 hours or so. And we do Phantom mode, which is a lot of fun. Phil likes to just go mass crackling no matter what else is going on in Phantom mode, just for a little bit of kind of predictable chaos, right? We also do stuff like zone control, random FFA, random units. Here we go. Team random units, which is a lot of fun too. Anyway, pretty good stuff. You should check out the Sunday stream every Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, maybe don't just run Lings to their deaths, though. Maybe pull them back with the rest of your friends. No, guys, come on. There you go. There you go. He realizes that he's backing out. So, working on those upgrades for those Lings. Getting a Queen's Nest, because again, he wants to get Adrenal out. He really is pretty open to getting Storm dropped right now. Like, this corner is a perfect Storm drop locale, because that's sunken. I don't think it can reach way over here. And if it can, I don't think it can kill the High Templars before that happens, but yeah. Generally, drops are pretty popular in the fastest map, because just going and attacking somebody's front while they have, like, so much income and they're just pumping constantly is really hard to break them. If you kill their economy, then suddenly their reinforcing is a lot weaker, and then you can kill them with a frontal attack. It's nice. Smart stuff there. Starport is on the way from our only lone Terran representative. Oh, interesting. Is he going Wraiths? No, drop ships. Okay, drop ships, Goliath, siege tanks. Might go for like a tank drop. That's really strong too, man. Like, you drop a tank right here, and you fire on... See how many workers are stacked up? So many workers. One tank shot, just boof. Economy cut in half, maybe even worse. Oh, a DT out from 019556. Gotta love a good DT. Plus, Storm's coming in from Hidenfoot. He knows how good Storm is. Whether you're going to drop with it or not, it's still very, very good. Man, an Observer would be super cool. Observatory is up from Gallons. I gotta imagine he's making an Observer. By that I mean... Right now? No. Maybe he already has one out. Man, those poor Lings got eaten real, real bad here. This DT having a field day. Look at him go. He only has one kill. Never mind. More DTs are here, though. Ah, the chaos. The chaos in the middle. Good. I love this. Dragoons set up, assisting with Zealots. Really good against Zealots. Your Zealots do the tanking. Dragoons are adding a lot of extra firepower from distance there. Where is the detection? Who's DT? This is Toy Cop. Toy Cop got an obs out, so that we are going to get rid of the DTs, but there's still some Zealots causing a lot of problems here. Okay, so got it cleared out. Hide and foot Zealots are going to die too. This Archon would be pretty useful against these Zealots. There you go. I don't know why Gallons is running away from this one Zealot, but he's dead now. Yep, Toy Cop. He's adding in High Templar of his own, getting a couple Archons into the mix. Let's see if anyone's going to go for a drop here or not. Imagine, again, the drop ships. Look at these. This is a Doom drop setup here right now. Oh, there we go. He dropped some tanks inside Gallon's base, but doesn't support them with anything, so the tanks are dead. Yeah, you want to bring some Goliaths along, or set up some tanks on the other side of the wall so that these tanks don't just die to Zealots that come to kill them. Yeah, see, Phil's like, I'm here to help. Mind control's on the way from Toy Cop. Phil is working on Adrenal, and it's almost done. Okay, still cool. He's got 1/1 Lings at 11 minutes and Adrenal. Very cool. Toy Cop's going to come mind control one of Phil's drones, I'm sure, with Phil's consent. Which is very, very nice. And then he's going to try to get up to a 400 supply army. If he can steal an SCV, he can get 600. Oh, major attack here into Hide and Foot's base. Dragoons firing, storming the cannons, kind of. I guess the enemy Zealots, that's a better storm on those Zealots, without a doubt. Come on, Gallons, work together, bud. Yeah, Archon in here, +1 attack against Zealots, really good. But yeah, these cannons, one of them died. Not really enough to really break in there, guys. You gotta start killing those cannons if you want these attacks, future attacks to work. Ah, it is Battlecruiser. I figured this many starports probably eventually meant mass Battlecruiser, which is pretty popular in fastest map as well. I mean, the goodness, Mandrake hasn't really, he did one drop, killed almost nothing, has not really been attacked at all. Just kind of been allowed to sit back. He's at 169 supply, which is the most supply of anybody in the game. Again, if you haven't been attacked at all, you have a better chance of having the biggest supply in the game, you know? Where'd that obs go? These obs are orange. Where did Toy Cop's observers go? That's another man, a lot of observers out from 0196 or 0195. I'm saying that wrong, probably, but are these DCs just getting free kills? Guys, where are the obs? Where's the beef? I mean, where's the obs? Look at this guy go. 5 kills, all of his HP, because there's no observers in the center here. Terran's making BCs as Gallons. I sent an obs in to check that out. Yes, he is. True facts. Air weapons coming in from Toy Cop and Gallons and 019556. So we might see some attempt at scouts. If enemy battle cruisers are here, Toy Cop's going to make scouts. I am almost positive he's going to make scouts. There we go. First scout on the way from Gallons. Fleet beacon on the way for upgrading those scouts too. Don't really want to make carriers against a mass battlecruiser play. Scouts are the better answer for sure. This poor mass crackling strategy of Phil's is just not really going to be an answer to these battlecruisers unless you drop the Lings on top of all of this and let them go to town. They could get some work done. These are 2/2 Adrenal Lings, but these are 2/2 Zealots. And really, the number of Lings here is not really enough to clear that group of Zealots out as we're establishing there. Here we go. Gallon going for a drop. Mandrake's at 66 SCVs. The storm drop. Come on. There it is. Yo! Down to 30 SCVs. Beautiful storm. Absolutely fantastic storm there. Nicely done by Gallons. Excellent. Phil, not quite at the worker count he wants to be at, but he's not really making enough workers. I don't think he's been dropped at all. There we go. Wait, no, hang on. Where did it? Is this? That's a white. Okay, that's a white observer. That is Toy Cops. Got it. Yeah, Lings and Dragoons, Lings and Zealots working together against enemy Zealots is going to be great. So center's been held pretty well by our team Falcon Paladin Discord members here. That's nice to see. Corsairs are being produced by 019556. Let's see, Toy Cop is firing up. Firing up, though. Oh, he's going carrier. Interesting. I thought for sure he'd be going scouts. He loves scouts. Oop, there's another drop this side of the wall. This time he has some tanks on the far side to cover the tanks on this inside area of Gallon's base, which is excellent. Yeah, Dragoons are a good answer to the BCs, not super great answer to the tanks. This is Toy Cop just continuing to run. There we go. There's our mind-controlled Toy Cop's drone. Going to turn itself into a hatch and give Toy Cop ability to get over 200 supply. That particular strategy is banned in professional fastest map games, but this is not pro, so no one's doing that. Ah, the battle cruiser's going to town on Gallons. Where are his scouts? There are some scouts. Looking good, guys. 1-1 upgrades on those dudes. Battle cruisers are at 1 attack, no armor. Yeah, Dragoons with 2-1. Going to trade pretty well against these BCs. Big attack of Heidenfoot. Corsairs hunting his overlords. It's Pain Train. Part 5 for Phil. He's only he is supply blocked fairly heavily. But he did kill all the Corsairs with this Spore Forest, and the Lings held the attack of the Zealots off, so that's nice. Not as much of a pain train, but being supply blocked, 33 available supply at 16 minutes is no fun. Oh, he's sending more. Heidenfoot is sending more up here. 2-1-2 upgrades on those Zealots. The Lings are at 3-3. Darksworn's not going to help. Plague, yeah. You want to Plague these guys? Absolutely. Does he have Plague yet? I don't know. Production tab does not say it's on the way, but maybe it's already here. I've not been watching it as closely. Heidenfoot making some scouts, maybe to deal with the enemy carriers that Toy Cop is going for here. So we're getting a lot of scouts, which is fun. Scout movement upgrade from Gallons on the way. More Corsairs heading up to our guy Phil's base. Battle Cruiser to Battle Scout. Gets obliterated. Storm weakens up these BCs, and then the Scouts come in and finish them off. Well, yeah, there you go. Pulling back to the missile turrets, though. Smart move. Toy Cop says, well, I have a carrier fleet. It's only 5 carriers. They've got 1-2 upgrades, though, which is okay. Picking off some drop ships seems like a fine idea. Got a wall. I mean, everybody should be throwing up some kind of static defense. At least facing where the enemies are, and that's what these cannons are for in case a drop is coming in from Phil. I mean, see all the cracklings. A crackling drop is probably in the future, you know? Metasynaptic node on the way from Phil. Toy Cop. Ooh, fighting Corsairs against carriers is always an interesting battle. You just don't do enough damage to the carrier to really make this worth it, Heidenfoot. Buckaroo Skur. Alright, well there you go. Disruption web on the way from Gallons. Yes, look at this scout army. This mighty, mighty scout army. 2-1 upgrades on those boys. 2-1-1. Phil's like, where can I go? Where can I use my massive Ling army to the greatest effect? I still think dropping in here just a ton of cracklings would be awesome. There are some turrets, yes, but I think right through here, one line of turrets. Just kind of unload right here. Ooh, Plague? Darksworm, okay, Darksworm good against these cannons, yeah. We still have to deal with the Zealots. Another Dark Swarm. Defiler, make it out of there with his life. Yes, and then he sends the Lings in. So he's like, yeah, I'll fight the Zealots. I just don't want to fight the cannons. Meanwhile, more carrier stuff down here from Toy Cop. Our carrier army is bigger with 8. Just kind of harassing the Terran player. Oh, the storm, though. Yeah, see, that's how you deal with mass cracklings at this stage. It's going to be Reavers, and it's going to be Storm if you're Protoss. Yeah, he can't even cut through this 3-2-3 Zealot setup with Storm support at all. Yeah, carriers. Pretty decent carrier micro here from Toy Cop. Okay, scouts are like, well, screw you, missile turrets. He's actually attacking the missile turrets because, hey, scouts can do that. Oh, man, beautiful. It's a beautiful sight. Scouts, battle cruisers, going to town. Battle cruisers are like, well, this never happens to us when we're made. Who makes scouts? Ooh, okay. Corsairs come in, help. Wraith's pretty decent in that situation as well against the scouts. Phil trying to just crackling his way to victory here. He honestly should have more Sunkens. I feel like Sunkens in conjunction with these Lings would do a lot better. Oh, hang on. Did he get through the Zealots? There we go. So now the Dragoons are super vulnerable to these Lings. That's the spirit. And another round of Zealots shows up. It's like, what's the... Although, cracklings trade pretty well against even fully upgraded Zealots if they've got the 3-3 and the crackling upgrade. Toy Cop's down here with 221 supply, building his own Zerg army down south. What's he going to do with that? What do you usually do? A lot of the time we'll see a mass Mutalisk army from Protoss that pick up a secondary Zerg one. Or they start going into Hydras. That's kind of seems to be what it is. Mass Hydra would be pretty good, honestly. I don't know if this whole Zealot High Templar guy would be easy to kill, but dealing with these BCs would be pretty awesome. Dealing with the Corsairs would be sweet. You should with Mass Hydra maybe over here. Maybe once you get thin out the tanks a little bit more. Again, this Spore Forest. Good job, Corsairs. Like, yeah, you're killing a ton of Overlords, but every one of your Corsairs is dying here. It takes you way longer to reproduce those Corsairs than it does for Phil to replace those Overlords. Look, he just fired up 12 right now. That is not great. You don't want to sack all of your Corsairs for that. Zealots bouncing around hard wall at your front will do that. Here we go. Scouts of Heidenfoot gonna fight against these carriers. What a fun game this is. Holy crap. We get scouts, we get carriers, battle cruisers, Corsairs, disruption web probably at some point, mind control from Heidenfoot. And oh no, Phil's Pain Train Part 6, maybe 7 by this point, is on display. I think this is just freeing up supply from Gallons, but hey, it's busting through actually. Okay, taking down a bunker is nice. But my gosh, there are Zealots in amongst everything you've got, trying to take down your hive. I don't think there are enough to do that. Plus the carriers of Toy Cop coming in to assist are going to help clear this infestation out. Mass DT. Just continuing to move up. I guess Zealots too from 0195. And a tank drop on Phil while we're at it. Why not send some tanks over from Mandrake? Siege him up. Why are you killing an evolution chamber? Siege him up. Try to get a shot on these drones. Oh gosh, the DTs are here too. Phil. Phil. Good storm on those tanks, softening them up. Ooh, a DT gets in from Gallons and is actually, no, he's getting stormed to death. It was fine. He was killing tanks and stuff, and then he got stormed by his own friend, Gallons' own High Templar. Phil's in trouble. He's at 49 supply. These DTs are having a field day, but there is detection. There are carriers. There are Lings. Eventually you can bust out. Oh, the Hydras of Toy Copper here. They're 0-0, but of course they are because that's... Oh, Phil taps out. I thought Phil would stick around longer. Phil's pain train got to part 7 and then ended as he lost his main hive. The DTs and the Zealots were too much. Oh no, the carriers of Toy Cop are getting sniped by the... Okay. Scouts doing what scouts are designed to do. Designed what they're designed to do. Is killing carriers, battle cruisers, killing guardians, devourers, capital ships, big flyy things. Interesting stasis. I assume we're getting upgrades at some point. Yeah, there we go. Toy Cop is working on that. Oh, might be wondering why I'm calling Twisted Halfling here Toy Cop. It's because that's what he goes as on the Discord server and some other places, but out on the BattleNet he's Twisted Halfling. And my brain, honestly, I've just been automatically translating Twisted Halfling to Toy Cop for years at this point, so when I see Twisted Halfling, I just say Toy Cop. I don't even think about it anymore. Some of you guys are like, 25 minutes, he keeps calling this dude by the wrong name. Is he having a stroke? Well, I mean, not to say that sometimes it seems like I'm having a stroke. That was not one of those times. Yeah, Zella's clearing out these missile turrets so further drops are going to be more effective up here. Love that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, dropping on Toy Cop to slow him down seems like it'd be good. I don't think Toy Cop's been dropped. Gallons has been dropped, but out here, I don't think Hide and Foot's been dropped either. 01955 has not been dropped. There was a storm drop on Mandrake, though. So it's just kind of like... You usually see more drops than this in fastest maps, but depending on how good the players are and what they're focusing on, right? Hey, it's a scout versus scout battle. Lol. How often do you see a scout versus scout battle? In fastest map, you might. Gallons wins the battle. He's going after the production facilities of Mandrake here. Mandrake is falling apart. It'd be really good for Team Discord if Mandrake died. It turned it into a 2v2 instead of a 3v2 as it is right now. Although Toy Cop's at 275 supply, so... Scouts versus Corsairs. Interesting battle. But are you really doing extra damage to the other one in that situation? The stacking of the Scouts helps the Corsair splash damage take effect there, but I don't know. Hydras are at 1-1 now. Storm here from Hide and Foot's going to be able to defend very, very ably. Toy Cop's carrier fleet not as big or robust as he probably wants it to be. He could probably be firing up like 8 more carriers right now if he was thinking about it. Mandrake is trying to expand 12 o'clock. You don't really need to do... But, I don't know. Some people like it. It's hard to hold, though. And again, scouts are just like, you could lift off to save yourself from us? Good luck. Not happening. Yeah, just busting this front of Hide and Foot's proved to be very difficult. This front line of cannons is gone, but that's about it. That's about it, man. Not looking good for the attackers. Hide and Foot is turtled in here hard. RJB has more than once complained about the ability of Protoss to turtle, especially against Zerg in fastest map, to an unreal extent. Cannons everywhere, storm everywhere, right? Reavers everywhere. It's just tough to break it with Zerg. Good gravy, this is... These scouts are just... I mean, sometimes in fastest map, you just send your units over, and if they're dying, so what? You're busy macroing back home, right? Busy making more stuff. This mass scout play of Gallons is absolutely hilarious. I'm really shocked this isn't Toy Cop doing it. Oh, great stasis. Always a good answer to carriers. I mean, honestly, stasising scouts is pretty good, too, because they like clumping up just as much as carriers do. Anything that flies is a great target for stasis, without a doubt. Also, tanks, which don't clump up. Yeah, I think we're just keeping 019 and Hide and Foot busy enough that they really can't respond to the SOS that Mandrake is obviously sending out right now, saying, please help me. I'm under so much attack. I don't have any tanks left. All I've got are some bunkers. They have like 3 Marines in there. He dead. Mandrake is toast. Toast with the most. Hide and Foot scouts putting some work in. They've got the 3-3-2 upgrade scheme. Toy Cops, 3-2-3 Dragoons added into the mix here. Perhaps figuring, let's just... What's he doing? He's working on a Spire, more Carriers, Zealots, Dragoons. So hybrid Protoss army, right? Carriers, Gateway units. With their powers combined, they can get a lot of work done. Is this a drop? This is Gallons trying to mind control a drone too. Ah, he's got his 201 supply as well. Alright, so Gallons is like, alright. It'd be really useful to have a ton of supply to try to take these dudes down. They seem pretty strong. The Terran is dead, and that helps a lot. Not having to worry about him whatsoever. He is going to try to rebuild here inside Hide and Foot's base, but it's going to take him a minute. Woo! I love this Ultra play out of Toy Cop. That's right. Private Zerg Army reporting for duty. 800 Ultralisks with 5 armor and +1 attack here. They can do pretty well. They will eat storms. Sound of Ultralisk dying en masse in the morning. Look at this. And then the Lings on the follow. This is Hide and Foot just desperately holding as hard as he can. Storms are good. Carriers are going to be really useful against these Zerglings and the Ultras, obviously. Oh, where are these scouts going? They're looking. They're hunting for Mandrake, and they have found him. So Mandrake, no, you don't get that base. Come on. But he's doing a good job cockroaching right now. La cucaracha. La cucaracha. La cucaracha. I don't know the rest of that song. In the tune, just not the words. I don't really speak Spanish. Okay, I like this. Scouts just picking around the edges. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, good snipe on that Arbiter. That one too. And that one. No stasis, huh, bro? Ain't no stasis. Scouts pulling back, not happy. Carriers of 019 trying to defend their front door against a ton of Dragoons from Gallons with 333 upgrades. Greater Spire on the way. Guardians to be try to use to break this. Pretty good, but I mean, any Protoss worth their salt's gonna have an army of Corsairs or Scouts that are a good answer to those Guardians. Toy Cop eating some storms here. He's been busy trying to macro with 2 separate armies, you know? It's a lot. It's a lot to try to macro with 234 supply. You got Zerg, you got Protoss, a lot to worry about. This really seems like this is going to be the theater of war for the next little bit, doesn't it? Maybe down here a little bit too, though. Kind of pre-splitting these carriers out after getting stasis for the second time. 0195 is here with his carrier group, and Gallons is like, oh, really? You have some carriers. Ba-bam! Oh, he eats a stasis that time. Arbiters, nice. Really, really great stasises here. Great spell casting. Terran's trying to come back to life by building 1 million command centers down here. He's got 12,000 minerals. He can do a bunch of that. 12 Ultras on the way from Toy Cop. Man, fastest maps are always so jam-packed. So utterly and ridiculously jam-packed. I'm just insanely impressed that Hide and Foot's been able to hold as long as he has. He has had units thrown at him almost non-stop through the entire game, and he's barely lost his front line of cannons. These 8 cannons... Oh, wait, he lost the back line a little bit, too. The second line, regardless. Look at this. He's getting more Ultra upgrades. He's getting Flyer Attack and Flyer Carapace. He's upgrading like a madman. Gotta love it. Ultras chew through cannons like they're made out of tissue paper here. Paper mache cannons for sure. It's just the Storm really eats through their armor in a way that almost nothing else does in this game. Reavers do pretty well against Ultras, but man, I still think Storm is better. And yeah, that's the trick about fastest map is everyone has this little narrow choke leading into their base they have to defend, and if you can defend with a ton of splash damage, you can defend against anything. Gallons up to 210 available supply. He's, you know, putting some of his efforts into this. Stasis Hydras you don't see every day. Woo! So Hide and Foot, just sitting on 200 supply, 22,000 minerals, 11,000 gas. 0195, 180 supply, 21,000 minerals, 5,000 gas. The scouts are like, oh, we're trying to find, there you go, trying to find where this dude is, kill all of his SCVs. And then go after the command. All right, down to 2 SCVs, down to 1 SCV. Down, ooh, he's going to lose his final SCV. Doesn't really matter, though, because the command centers, there are 3 of them. And also, Hide and Foot's responding with his own scouts to try to bust these guys down. It's probably a microable situation where you target 1 scout at a time. And oh, these guys aren't even attacking. Guys, help. Oh, and Corsairs come around the backside too. We'll go back to the abject chaos here at the front door of Hide and Foot. Honestly, if you could manage to get a drop off, killing these drones would be huge. Killing these probes would be huge. Really not a lot stopping you from flying over here, storm dropping this, and then just casually wandering over and storm dropping this, or reaver dropping it, whatever you want to do, but I'm not sure that drops are really on the menu here for 0195 at all. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Ah, he's building a command center here. That's really nice. And right next to Hide and Foot's main nexus for a shorter trip for mineral recovery. This battle's been going on for 10 minutes now. It really feels like it is kind of a move, right? You macro, a move. Giving those Ultras another attack upgrade would help. It's not really going to be the difference between you busting through and not busting through, though. Cop sending more carriers in. They've got themselves the 333. Might as well here at 37 minutes get the 333, you know? Gallons Overlords are slow, but hey, he's got 260 available supply, so he should be all right. Love that he's building down here. This is just secondary Zerg Army headquarters. Recall on the way from Gallons. Making 5 arbiters at a time. He says 2 can play at the stasis game. We'll stasis your group of carriers and see how you like it. Also sending obs out just to make sure that our guy Mandrake isn't trying to expand anywhere else. Doesn't have a lot of real estate in here is the problem. If he wants to build factories, doesn't have a lot of room to do it. But yeah, hey, you have an amazing replay you want me to cast? Put it on the channel as its own VOD, not part of the Sunday stream. YouTube.com, or YouTube. That's going to be patreon.com/Falcon Paladin for the tier 3 $10 a month level. If you do that, you can send me a replay once a month and I'll toss it up. Fastest maps are welcome. Phil says, F you, man. Oh, poor Phil. Very angry that his mass crackling strategy didn't work as well. A lot of it was macro. I think if he just had more workers, could have made a lot more Zerglings and been more effective, but in the end, there's kind of a ceiling for what Mass Ling is going to do against somebody who knows how to use Storm. And hey, look, some siege tanks are out for Mandrake too. He's back, baby. 2 tanks on display. 23 Guardians in production from Toy Cop. You know, as you do in fastest map, you just fire up 23 Guardians at a time. It's very much a fastest map thing. They've got 1-1 upgrades, which is good, working on 2-2. There's that +3 attack for the Ultralisks, and we stabilized. Has Heidenfoot stabilized, and is he able to push out against Gallon's little cannon setup here? Look at that. Stasis those carriers. You have enough energy for that? Okay, we're just gonna die. That's fine, I guess. Ling's having a hard time connecting with anything before they explode. The tank cannon setup is pretty good. So we're doing that while we're Guardian attacking 0195. I love that play. Just keep them up here. Maybe force the carriers of 0195 out away from the choke of Heidenfoot to deal with the... There you go. Deal with these Guardians. What did I say the answer to Guardians is? Anything, really. But Corsairs especially pretty good. Carriers, Scouts on fastest map are going to be an answer. Like, you ever died a mass Guardian? Well, you have some answers if you're Protoss, especially. Okay, solidified. Scourge trying to get some connections on Arbiters. They take one of them down. There's still two there, though. The invisibility is a problem here. And the Guardians are all dead. Yeah, as Guardians do. They show up, they kill some stuff, they die. Hydra's pretty good against carriers, but not in situations like this. Not where they're parked over the edge. You can't target them directly. They're being cloaked. This is problematic. This is really problematic for Zergtown down here if these carriers start pushing in like this. A little Dark Swarm on these Hydras will be beautiful. Are we getting a recall? Are we getting a recall? Hey, we got a recall. At 41 minutes, I think this is the first recall. No storms actually got off. Oh, there. Well, you killed like 2 drones, guy. Way to go. Good pull from Toy Cop. Storming the crap out of these scouts seems like a useful use of storm. And they storm themselves. All right. Well, a lot of these dudes are injured. Zealot's trying to cause some problems here. An actual recall. Incredible stuff here at 41 minutes. Mandrake sieging out. How close? Oh, maybe a little too far out, guys. Ow. Ow. See you later, alligator. Boom, boom. Oh. The storms today from Heidenfoot have been pretty good. Really good. I mean, maybe with the exception of the storm drop, where the storm was 40 seconds after the drop happened and the drones were already gone, but other than that, it's been fine. Some lurkers might be... I don't know if lurkers are good against this carrier storm siege tank setup, actually. I take it back. Maybe don't do that. Yeah, I mean, 160 APM for Heidenfoot right now, 140 for Gallons. Toy Cop's down to 87, but even keeping 87 APM for 42 minutes is just... It's a lot. It is so much. Hey, it's a Reaver drop or a recall over here from Gallons. It's going to get cleaned up after killing some cannons, but hey, you know, put some fear of drop into the enemy. Get the carriers to go somewhere other than this area, right? And gosh, it's just the High Templar count is bonkers back here. This turtling. RJB's watching this going, this is exactly what I hate about Protoss and Fastest Map, is their ability to just turtle. How many units have died at the gates here today? Hundreds, right? Maybe even thousands of units have died at the gates, considering Toy Cop is able to send Zerg and Protoss armies at it over and over and over again. Going to have produced a ton of units in this game. This final score screen is going to be something to behold. That might just be the thumbnail. It's just like Toy Cop's units produced and units killed. This is beautiful carrier positioning. It did catch a stasis there. That's fine. Good and everything. Everything's wonderful. You know what would be good is Plague. I think if Toy Copper Gallons could get up to Plague, start plaguing the carriers, plaguing these cannons, plaguing these gateways even, just making it so much easier to bust through here with stuff that has been reduced by Plague. HP's gone, never coming back on those Protoss units when they get plagued up, you know? Dark Swarm, I don't think it would be as good, but yeah, plaguing stuff would be wonderful. This is incredible. What a fastest map. Scouts are back from Gallons. Scouts versus not as many Corsairs. Scouts are like, do I help the Hydralisks? No, they're fine. Go ahead and maybe get an observer out here to... Oh, boy. They are getting killed. Oh, my gosh. The shields are going down. $33 Guardians on the way from Gallons. You know, again, as you do. What are his upgrades? 0-0. That's okay. I'm sure he is working. No, he's not. Well, okay. $343 supply for Toy Cop, 273 supply for Gallons. Hidenfoot's trying to get up there too. Struggling with it? Why does it keep going to 201 and back to 200? What's going on here? Defensive stasis. Oh, they're going to jump on those tanks too. Dragoons trading off against these carriers. Dragoons cost per cost are incredible against carriers. Toy Cop getting further upgrades for his Air Zergy units. He's already got all the upgrades for his Air Protoss units. Not a problem. There we go. Gallons Guardians pushing deeper into 0195's base. How far can they get before they get wiped out by an oncoming carrier storm? Although they seem a little bit distracted. They seem not interested in coming to respond to this, so this might... Look at this. Cloaked Guardians. Amazing! So good! Scouts, cover the Guardians. Yes, chase that Valkyrie back. Ooh. Hide in front is here with his scouts, though the Guardians are taking so many hits. Toy Cop going for some kind of a doom drop. However, is it gonna work? How many of the Overlords can make it in? Is that Reaver shots? I'm hearing Reaver shots too. Drops! By that I mean, he got some couple lurkers out. Okay, look, he plays Protoss, okay? Gallon's got some Reavers in here, though. That's what we're talking about. Who's winning the air battle up here, though? It's very close. It looks like barely Gallons is going to win this air battle. Oh, but the carriers are here too, so never mind. Air belongs to the enemy at the moment. Worker count of 095 is still 64. So I think some lurkers got there and then died before they could burrow, or died immediately after burrowing. Either way, not the best look. Amazing. Scouts, stasis, reavers. Ooh, good stasis there again. Toy Cop says, the front door is wide open, Gallons, let's go. Let's take out 0195. And they're here. They're like, oh, this is so much better. There's no storm meeting us. There's no cannons firing at us. Let's do it. Let's take down his production facilities. Even if he has all the money in the world, he can't do anything without gateways or stargates. I guess if he still had some robos, he could make some stuff there. But, move command on 0195 carriers. What's that all about? I don't know, but those carriers are dead as a result. Muta bomb from Gallons. He's got 0/0 upgrades on these mutas, and they're fighting Corsairs a little bit, so that's not great. Ugh, enough. It was enough, though. These poor mutas having a really tough day right now. They came, they did some stuff, they left. Yeah, I think Scouts is enough to just kill 0195. Where is his friend Hidenfoot? Why is he not helping? Again, the Scouts are prioritizing killing Corsairs, and I just feel like killing the carriers is going to be a better use of those attacks. Do we bring detection with us on this journey, Toy Cop? It does not appear so, and the old classic defensive DT maneuver from 0195 here, busting in. Yep, pretty classic. You're being attacked, you're losing the battle. On defense, as a Protoss, just throw up a ton of DTs and hope they don't have detection, and then you can clear it out. Well, for a second they had detection, but look at this new round of Scouts. My gosh, the destruction on display here. Once again, the Scouts not doing as well as I feel like they should. Oh, look who's building up this way, though. Mandrake's got a ton of factories in that top right. Doesn't have a lot of money, though. That's the larger problem here. Honestly, Dragoon Hydra should just be enough to bust down 0195. Hidenfoot is sending some zealots to assist his teammate a little bit, at least. Oh, Hidenfoot has his own Terran army he's building. It's usually siege tanks. If you're going to do your own personal Terran army for mind control, it's going to be siege tanks over anything else. Then you can recall in some siege tanks, and it's awesome. More Guardians from Gallons trying to get stuff done. Still no upgrades on those boys. Getting an evolved antenna instead of upgrades like for armor or attack for these Guardians, which seems odd. But here we go. Hydra Guardian. Dragoons in the mix here. Some Lings. We brought detection, kind of. 0195 is just slowly getting squeezed to death here. Still got 54 workers, still got 54,000 resources. What is he going to produce here, though, is the problem. His Stargates are alive, and that's it. What do you want to make out of a Stargate to fight Dragoons and Hydras? Nothing. Carriers are maybe the best bet here, but it's not great. Alright, so looks like after a long time that 0195 is finally going to succumb to the powers of Toy Cop and Gallons here. But man, it's so worrisome what's going on up in this top right corner. Gallons has vision on it, but whether he's actually looking at it and communicating that with Toy Cop or not, I don't know. Again, I think they're in a Discord call together in one of the Discord rooms on the Discord server for Falcon Paladin. And again, if you want a link to the Discord server, let me know. I'll get you one. Free to join. Discord servers don't cost money to join. At least not yet. Man, I hope that never happens. Yeah. Keep pushing with these Hydras, Toy Cop. You're almost to the central nexus. Oh, man. A million Zealots come in, though. And a million Zealots against Hydra Dragoon are actually going to be all right. Look at him clearing out. Dragoons, Lings, Hydras. Just a beautiful big swell of fully upgraded speedlots tearing through this army that was killing 0195 and buying some time for him. Carriers of Toy Cop trying to pre-split against possible stasises and just pushing in here too. Pushing in deep. 0195's at 116 supply. Toy Cop 309, Gallons 232. Hidenfoot 322 available. Oh, and then the Scouts of Gallons came over. I'm going to shut this whole thing down. I'm going to shut this whole operation down, matey. Mandrake's still at 30 workers. Most of them are down here. All right, good job. The Scout Cops have arrived, and they're going to shut it down. Not Toy Cop Scouts, but Gallon Scouts. Why did he wander the carriers in the midst of these Hydras and Dragoons? Okay, well, he's dead. Yeah, I think he's toast. I think he's run out of steam here, boys. Mandrake taps out. If the Scouts aren't going to let him build up there, it's not going to happen. 0195 is at 54 supply. And he taps out. 0195 is out too. Ha! Blue Gap, GG. Hidenfoot taps out too. What's blue gap mean? I don't know, but that's a GG and Phil. Toy Cop and Gallons are your winners at 54 minutes. Oh, deep breath. What an absolutely crazy 4v4 that was. We got 3 players going for mind control, getting it, getting over 200 supply available. Personal Zerg armies here for Gallons and Toy Cop. A mech army coming up from Hidden Foot. Incredible. I just kind of feel like 0195 just ran out of steam, right? His APM at the end was 57. And yeah, just income, right? Income on fastest map. That's very, very, very important if you want to win. 68 probes here from Toy Cop. A lot. Maybe not so many drones for Toy Cop. Maybe like 20 or so for Gallons. Gallons, 9,000 minerals in the bank. Toy Cop, 30,000 minerals in the bank. 0195, 60,000 minerals in the bank. We won. Phil gets a win on his record. Didn't have to crack Hidden Foot's super, super excellent defense here. Just kill everybody else, and then Hidden Foot taps out. I feel like he could have held off for a long time if he wanted to. But again, just running out of steam. It is so exhausting to play 54-minute fastest maps, especially when you're going over 100 APM. Yo, good job, Toy Cop. Good job, Gallons. Good job, Phil, hanging out and holding out for as long as you could. That was so fun. Guardian attacks, not from Phil, but Toy Cop and Gallons. Again, Plague, I think, would have helped get through here. But yeah, just go ahead and take out the 2 teammates of Hidden Foot, and Hidden Foot will tap out as well. Man. Whew. Okay, so let's check out that final score. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this game. Hot didgeridoo. Toy Cop, 1,190,000 points. Hidden Foot, 1,031,000 points. Gallons, 1,001,000 points. That's crazy. That's a fun number to say. Toy Cop produced 3,110 units and killed 1,263. So for every 3 units he produced, he killed 1 today. Hidden Foot, on the other hand, produced 1,200 and killed 2,300. So about a 2-to-1 ratio here, right? Maybe a little bit more. Every unit he produced killed 2. That's why he was able to survive for so long. Whew. Gallons, on the other hand, 900 produced, 900 killed. Very interesting. Very interesting kill-death ratio there for him. He produced a unit, it killed something, it died. Phil, 700 produced, 200 killed. A pretty bad ratio there, like a really bad ratio there. But that's Lings, man. Lings can struggle in situations. Mandrake about a 1-to-1 kill-death ratio, 0.95, closer to 1-to-1. Structures raised, Gallons, 245 of those. Yeah, those scouts running around. And he was the one that basically killed Mandrake's main base, so that makes sense. Yeah. 300, is that 321? Yeah, 321,000 resources spent today from Toy Cop. About double anybody else in the game. Gallons is right there, though. Gallons was fighting. Good job, Gallons. So, that's a GG. Ooh, and check out Toy Cop. He's got a Twitch channel where he plays StarCraft as well. So, check that out. I'll put a link to it in the description. Boom. And that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Woof! And one heck of an epic, long 3v3 fastest map. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you heard and what you saw today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.